Our YouTube, good morning. What is going on? Daniel here for another video. Gonna shoot a big day today. Gonna be with family doing salsa. Right now is 5:24 Saturday, and we are in the middle of the morning routine, reflecting, reading the Bible, then gym, and then morning walk, or morning walk in the gym. It always depends how I want to do it. If I want to get, daytime sun, I do morning walk a little later, or I could do it now afterwards. But woke up a little bit congested, and it's perfect because I realized I've been drinking this drink, alkaline drink with lemon and baking soda, and I realized that the body, when it wants to remove things from the body, it creates that, you could say, healing effect, cleansing effect. I don't believe in sickness that would just create it. I don't believe I'm sick, I'm just cleansing and healing. So that is happening right now. Like I said, I was fine yesterday. I actually switched my macros as well. So I was doing very high fat, about like 210 grams of fat. Now it's about 120 grams, and I'm doing about 345 grams of carbs. Before it was like 150. So something in my conscience told me to up my carbs, probably for performance. Put more in the gym and get more energy there. But basically, what I did, crazy, was I'm just testing carrots right now. I bought, let me move this, but I bought like 4 pounds of carrots. This is meat from the other day. This is also some meat. Move this over. This here. This is a bit better. But essentially, yeah, so got a bunch of carrots. I got some zucchini yesterday, and I actually got rice as well. So I'm gonna be adding rice back in because I have psoriasis. I test foods on like a 20-day basis, and that's how I've been able to take it or live without any medication with psoriasis. But it is all spiritual at the end of the day. So food is about, I would say, 30%. The rest is spiritual. So it's eating, obviously, foods that are good for you, and not, I don't have junk food. I haven't eaten McDonald's and I don't know how long, or any of these fast food things. I'll have some cheat days once in a while, like sushi, stuff like that. Today I'm gonna have hot pot actually, so I'm gonna record that. My grandpa came from Ecuador, so we'll be spending time with him for the holidays. He'll be here at the end of January, and then yeah. Okay, so we are in the car now. It is about 7:30. The gym opens at 7 on weekends, so I was reading the Bible, reflecting, and conscience told me to take a little bit of a rest. I had a later night than usual yesterday, and also trying to get recover, but get some sleep back from the night before yesterday. I went to bed at like close to 1 o'clock. So essentially, going to the gym now. Have my acupuncture after, then doing my calls, so that lines up perfectly. And the second day on higher carbs, I feel a little weird with carrots. I had about like 2.2 pounds, I just calculated, of carrots yesterday, like grams of carrots, and going to substitute that with more rice and see where that goes. But yeah, I feel it's gonna help a lot with the gym. I'm pushing heavy in the gym, obviously lower my calories to cut more, but you're gonna see I'm gonna feel more energy in the workouts, and that's gonna help like crazy. So we'll go to the gym now, cut there. Lily just got in the car now, so it's warming up, so you guys can see. I'm going to enjoy that. And there's also a farmer's market. I'm not sure if I'll jump to that after, if I have some time. Don't believe I will today, maybe tomorrow. But you can get obviously fruits, vegetables, stuff like that, more organic. So that's right around the corner from here, so it's perfect. But we'll jump to the workout. They actually booked me yesterday for filming. They said I couldn't film, but I'm still gonna, you know, get that done because, yeah, I'm not gonna stop filming. That's just fear, and also doesn't give faith and show the process. So I'm gonna do that. It wouldn't be the best angle because they don't want me filming people around me, but we'll see how it goes. So anyway. Alright, so workout done. On my way back to the place quickly. Shower, then acupuncture, and then afternoon of meetings, and then some salsa. So I'm excited for salsa, excited for the meetings, excited for everything. And you guys will see the rest of the day, how it plays out. I may also do some hot pot later with family, and then some salsa after, who knows. There's another social after the one I'm going to during the day. So we'll see how that goes. And maybe a friend coming, so we'll see too. But anyways, we are in the car, getting to acupuncture now. Just if I can do a U-turn here. Not sure it's possible. I'll try to turn out. Okay. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good. I am so good. But yeah, I'm gonna find some parking over here. This is the location, and then we're going to have our meal a little later. Actually, we're gonna have our walk. We didn't walk this morning. We're gonna have our afternoon walk with a weighted vest, and then go from there. But yeah, I'll update you guys. I'm not gonna film this. If you guys want to see how the acupuncture works, or you know, some snippets of it, you guys can see the second last video that I posted, and you'll get to see that. I'll post it here. Okay, so just leaving acupuncture now. Feel crazy good. Last time I went, which was I believe like 4 or 5 days ago, I actually worked out the muscle afterwards, and I'll be taking a rest for it. So no weighted vest, as I want to do, just because it obviously goes from the shoulder, works that muscle. So for the next 3 days, I'll be doing leg workout, so legs, rest, and then instead of chest, I'll do legs again. And that's gonna let that muscle, because my shoulder essentially has like this tightness. It's perfect, you know, it's probably from the sleeping, but yeah, definitely feel it. But anyways, we are going back to the place now, have my meal soon. I will likely be taking a little rest just to let the muscle soothe. But it's crazy when you wake up from acupuncture, like obviously you're face down, it feels like something's on top of you, like it's, and like you have to go slowly. It's really crazy, like really activate the muscle. I used to do massages before, but acupuncture, if you guys have not done it, definitely next level. Acupuncture and the cupping is a good combination, but you can just do acupuncture and then just really get that muscle you know, worked into, because there's like the original normal needles that will, you know, loosen up the muscle, and then there's specific needles. He said it's called something like the fascia, where like you hear like the cracking of the muscle, how it like opens up. It's truly crazy. Chinese medicine is next level stuff. But anyways, we will touch base again, likely on the call with Yados, and you guys will hear some wisdom there, and then Mike, which is, you know, ultimate spiritual from God. So, all right, guys, we are now here on a delayed morning walk, afternoon walk. It is 12:47 actually, 12:40 when I left at the moment. So I'm gonna throw some reflections on Instagram, and just really the walk, the most important, I would say it's one of the most important things, because you align yourself with nature and your rhythm, circadian rhythm. You know, get some sun. If you go later, if you go early in the day when you wake up, it's even better as well. You connect more. It's just alone time with you and God, and you connect and you speak with Him. You can get wisdom when you're aligned and give it to the world. Really, everyone has their message based on their story. My story was multiple years stuck in lust and
and getting everything externally in that area with women. And then just one night in a club in Buenos Aires, when I had the lifestyle I wanted, get to the girlfriend externally that I wanted, and all those things, and living that feeling that the devil tells you is the answer, I got the awakening that it was not for me, that this was not the way to fulfillment, what I wanted. And then from there, I removed all the things I needed to. That girlfriend, I left the group that she was in as well, removed slowly the vices, invested in the right people that were not operating from ego, but from spirit. Thankfully, I found my coach Yaros, and that led me to my coach, my brother now, mentor Mike. And it's just step by step, level by level, but really it's removing the things that are sold to you in this life. As soon as you're entered into the lifestyle, really, in the life, the commercials are programming, the ads, you need this car, you need this, you need that, and they try to sell you and tell you that everything's external. So you build this programming within you that you have to work to get everything externally, so then you can become that person. And that's when you start to operate from ego, you start to compare, you start to compete with other people, and you're just living this life, this race towards something that you think is going to give you that feeling. But feelings are fake, stories are fake. The only thing that is real that came with you, that you don't remember because you weren't conscious, but people around you remember, is your spirit. So it's following that. It's not going to be a linear path, it's going to be something you don't see, but looking back you always see it. And once you have more faith in that, it is really the way. So it's crazy that there's no one outside right now doing this. I usually have my weighted vest as well, but with the acupuncture, he did a lot of lower back and shoulders. He put a patch there as well. I can still smell it. It's like this mental thing, and feels really good though. So no weighted vest for a few days, but we'll be eating our first meal, then call with Yaros, call with Mike, bachata, I believe. We'll see how the shoulder is feeling, and then dinner, having an Italian with family. So you'll meet the family, and you met my sister in the last video. You'll be meeting my mother, my father, if he's okay with being on the camera, he's a little shy, and my grandfather. So my grandfather is the only one that is, I have contact with, is still alive. From mom's side, my other two grandparents were passed away. Rest in peace. And I had a lot of time spent with them because they lived in Canada. My grandpa lives in Ecuador, so he came for a few months to come enjoy the beautiful weather in Canada. It's just a joke, but it gets good for a few months. But yeah, it's moments like these where you're by yourself, like these, where you're alone, you can truly reflect on the growth you're having or not. And it's one thing I want to say that keeps coming to my conscience, and it's very true. And I believe I was the first one to say this, but if you this year have gotten more friends or added more people, relationships to your life, it means you haven't grown. And the reason I say that is because when you're out chasing networking, chasing relationships, you're unconsciously as well taking on the devils of different people. It's not the same as sex at all. Obviously it's way more intimate, but I mean the mind is where the devil lives. So if you meet various different people, you get their beliefs or stories that can easily be absorbed by you if you're not spiritually strong enough to have your own way of living and living spiritually. So when I removed the things I did this year, as a consequence, the people that I was once with also had to be removed as well. But is when I saw the most growth within me. The most growth within you will never be something external. You will get external things, don't get me wrong. It's not being someone that doesn't believe in the luxuries of life and having things that you want or are going to get or desire in a good intention. But it's being able to enjoy those things and not needing those things to make you who you are. So you believe if I get a car, then everyone's going to see me with the car. and like, holy shit, I'm gonna post it on social media, and the likes I'll get in the comments, and the girls, and you know, that feeling within that I always wanted was gonna come when I get that car. So you put, you know, everything into that moment when you get that car, and you think it's gonna last the rest of your life, but it lasts you milliseconds. And it's always the same for everything external. I thought the same thing for women. You know, if I sleep with one woman when I was starting out, I was super shy. I said, oh, if I could just pull one girl home and sleep with her, that'd be crazy. When I couldn't even talk to girls before. Then it was one girl. Then it was two girls in a day. Then it was, holy, I can go for three. Did 3 girls. Then I started, you know, with threesomes. If I could get a threesome, crazy. Threesome. Then it was 4. Then it was 2 girls. Foursomes. Then it was sex clubs, and you're with somebody, and you know they're allowing you to share. You know, you're basically sharing your girl, but you're allowed to like go out and like, you know, meet other couples, and then just, you know, exchange each other's, you know, basically partners. But you have all these things that you begin to add and think about, and think, when is this? When is that? When is this? We start slowly getting those things, and you realize you still don't have the fulfillment. And I had all those things checked off. And then, like I said, when I got to Buenos Aires, and I had removed that relationship, not removed, but it ended. The one that I made a video about, I'll put it here. The one that God gave me a time when I most needed it. My angel, you could say. And when that removed, I lost again who I was. And I thought it was someone external, so I looked at, you know, the women I could start picking up again. So I got lost in that lifestyle, more women as fast as possible, and, you know, trying to hook up with women. I found one, and there was no connection, and still chased it, you could say, or wanted it in my life because I needed that feeling. So, you know, we ended up being together for a few months, but then I realized that slowly I was giving myself up and giving my power to this person that I thought would give me what the other person gave me. But what I realized, that the other person, why they treat me so well, and why I got, you know, that king treatment, was because there was no attachment to that relationship. I didn't need anything from that person, and the less you need externally, the more power you have within you, and also the more you'll enjoy that thing. So the reason why God sent me that is because I was very lost and didn't see it, but also because I had built, I guess you could say unconsciously, this lack of dependence on the things externally, because, you know, I was with so many women at the time that women no longer, like the flesh no longer favored me. So when that happens, that's when you're very, very lost and start to add, you know, different simulation. And he gave me that person to give me that connection, to see that it wasn't the flesh that I was chasing, but simply spirit. And that was what brought me here. And now that I see it, it was a feeling that I got from that. It wasn't spiritual as it is now, and the person I'm going to meet from the growth I've had now. But it's really what removed me, or gave me, you can say, direction as to where I shouldn't be going. And that removed me more from the lifestyle, because if I didn't meet, you know, that ex-girlfriend, I would not be here, because I would have lost myself more and needing more stimulation. And who knows what I've got myself into, maybe more drugs, maybe more alcohol, maybe different kinds of things. But when you are so consumed by the flesh that you sleep with enough people that you no longer get satisfaction from the flesh, and sex just becomes, you know, you literally putting something, your friend in the hole, then that is when you've really lost, you know, yourself. Because sex is very, very spiritual, and it's two energies coming together, and also you open up your energy to someone else's, you know, demons, stuff like that. It's really crazy when you get to that level, we understand it. But when you don't understand it, and you just want, you know, body to body contact all the time, then you just think nothing of it, and you you consume all these devils unknowingly, but when you get to the perspective that it was spiritual all along, that's when you realize, you know, the things that you've allowed, the energy you've allowed into you. But it's really realizing that when you're lost in lust, it's not as real, or that feeling you're gonna get, that feeling you're chasing is fake. It's always gonna alter. It's never gonna be as good as you want, or you're gonna get a promise in your head it's gonna be this good, but it only gets this good, and then you know, start to go more and more from there. But like I said, I've lived all those experiences and know exactly, by speaking with a person, where they're at and the relationship they have to it. And if they're detached, like I said, from the flesh, which is, you know, a connection that has to be genuine, and you have to feel. It can't just be, you know, body and you don't feel anything, and there's no energetic connection. And that is when you're very, very consumed and need to get out. But like I said, living that and getting out, and even coaching men to pick up women, I know the whole stage of each person, how to get them out. And that is why God put me on this path, to share my life, most importantly, but also get those men out that relate to what I'm saying, that are in there right now, and maybe their ego is not letting them listen, or won't let them listen. But with enough reality checks and truth hitting them in the face, they'll see and feel within that it's not the way. And that is when, you know, they will begin to open their hearts and see the truth. But it's really crazy, and I'm glad I went through it, because I've been satiated with the flesh. I don't need any more flesh. Now it's just growth in this area and giving faith to people that need it, especially in this time and age where people are getting more and more lost and distracted. So heading to the place now, I'm gonna have my meal. It's gonna be some meat, some rice that I bought, and some carrots. I'm not gonna show it, but then call, which I'll show, and 2 calls, and then possibly sauce. All right, guys. So Yados's call had to be rescheduled. He's actually doing a rally right now, with a supercar rally. Crazy. So we're gonna have a call with Mike, some of the people from the community. So yeah, I'm gonna put the camera on, show you guys some wisdom. We'll go from there.
I was battling myself, and I put it on YouTube, and nobody ever said something about it. And I put crazy shit on YouTube, and everybody's like, nobody's like, nobody. And now I'm free. You need to set yourself free.
Control whatever you're trying to control is your ego. So if you're trying to control whatever it is, like you had an issue with smartwatch, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's who knows, the way you dress, clothes, like things that you're trying to control too much and that have too much of your attention, that's ego. So you remove that and you get more faith. But when you're trying to control, it's fear. It's always fear, like, because there's really no control. It's you know, it's understanding that it's God running the show, and you either, like we talked about, it's like you on a surfboard and you're riding the wave, or you're just swimming in the wave, you know? So it's like you're resisting and like wanting to be certain ways. The thing you have to share is what you don't want to share.
Yeah, that's your freedom.
It's not what's easy to share. It's not like, hey guys, I like, you know, the color black, and like, you know, it's like the shit that like fucks with you is like you share that.
You know how many people, you know, don't even care about coaching? Like, they just want to drink, eat, and don't train, and fuck their life up, and they'll die, and they're like, I live my life fun, you know, I never did like, your spirit is telling you, you're listening to us, we're giving
you wake up, 8-year-old Rupinder has to be proud of the Rupinder you are today. That's what it's for. Like, 8-year-old Rupinder has to look like you're doing it for 8-year-old Rupinder that was thinking of like, oh, in 20 years I'm gonna have this. Make that person proud. It's not about the views or making this much money or the coaching. It's making Rupinder proud.
People talked about us, but look at us now.
All right, guys, crazy calls. Mike and I had ours after, as you'll see, but being able to help, you know, 2 guys that came to the calls. Essentially, Yados's call got canceled, so we had a group call, and we usually have me and Mike. We're gonna have it after, and the wisdom we gave Rupinder, one of the guys in the community, is crazy. Hopefully, he's able to apply it, and you know, it's really just about sharing your demons and devils to the world. That is going to remove all the ammunition that the devil, you know, has, that it can use against you. You really realize at the end of the day, it's, you know, your only enemy is the devil. It's not somebody outside. It's not something you're comparing yourself to, some celebrity or someone on social media that you want to be like, and I'm going to beat this person. It's you with God, and the only enemy is the devil. So when you share the things that the devil's using against you to the world, it no longer has any ammunition that it can use. So you set yourself free. It's really in this life setting yourself free, because when you have things and you're not free, you know, then it really has no meaning. The whole thing is being spiritually free. When you're spiritually free, you are at peace, and you're like a kid again. You found your inner child, and you have the ultimate superpower. You have nothing that is, you know, against you. Well, the devil is the battle's always there, but once you set yourself free from those devils bit by bit, you have those days where you have peace, and that's when you actually grow. You grow in peace, not, you know, in this constant like battle with yourself and these things that you're believing, stories. It's really spiritual at the end of the day. So being able to show that with the videos and the calls and just getting that wisdom for myself is really nice level. So I'm truly grateful for it. I was looking to do salsa, but the car is not here right now. So we'll see if I can do a bit before the dinner. We have a dinner at 8, around that time. And then maybe salsa after. I'll film and do some salsa after. So yeah, we'll touch base again in a bit. I'm gonna have some of the meat. So I'll have this meat here. And then I have some rice I made, and I'm gonna have some squash as well. So it's gonna be my meal. And like I said, right now I'm on about 350 grams of carbs. Jumped up from 150, so big jump, but getting used to it. So more rice, less carrots, because I have, like I showed you guys, like maybe 6-7 pounds of carrots there, 8 pounds, crazy. I have zucchini as well, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna have some rice, some meat, and then we'll see if we're able to do salsa before the dinner, but definitely after, for sure. On our way to salsa right now. It is literally at a church. Crazy. I'll show you guys the place as we cross the street. But yeah, I'm gonna do 1 hour here, and then I have to go to the dinner. So we'll see how long I can dance. This is the place. Literally a church. Crazy. So cut it here. And yeah, first time here ever. So we'll see if we can get some footage of me dancing in a church. Crazy. All right, we'll talk soon. All right, guys, just left. Crazy how much I blanked just doing the basic steps, and I don't know what happened. It was the first time it ever happened, and essentially I danced with 2 people. I was supposed to like stay 45 minutes. I cut it short. I wasn't really feeling it. Just wasn't feeling it to begin with to even enter. But it was like a small like room in a church, maybe like 25 people, very intimate, but maybe that's why, who knows. I feel like maybe it was more eyes were on me, but I've never blanked out like that, like crazy. Just I did like a couple turns, but it's perfect. It's supposed to happen that way, and yeah, I'm glad it happened, because before I was trying to jump levels and steps and trying to be, you know, more intermediate or learn as fast as possible and forgetting the fundamentals. So that was a message from God, and that was perfect. So I'm gonna go back now and see if I can have a quick meal before the restaurant, because obviously portion sizes, as you know, aren't big. So I'm gonna enjoy anyways with family. I'll put the camera on when we're there. I drive home and maybe watch some videos and get the mojo back. But crazy. Guys, on our way now to the dinner. It's crazy that stories I'm making still with the salsa, but what I realize is the ego always wants control. So when something doesn't go as expected, it starts to make stories and try to attack you for not being able to control something that's not controllable. Control is low frequency and flowing is high frequency. So any situation where you're flowing, you're in high frequency. When you're trying to control and manage and expectations, that's low frequency. So me not letting things flow and having expectations was pretty low frequency, of course. But now that it's over, it's a lesson to simply flow. Salsa and anything you do has to flow. So the more you flow, the more you're high frequency, the more you attract, the more you're in spirit, and the more you're in peace. So crazy how it works, but today was a big lesson, and it's beautiful. The way it worked out was perfect, and I'm glad it happened that way. So now we're on to the dinner. We'll see which one in the family. Obviously my sister you guys met in the other video, but mom, dad, and grandpa, they're down to me in the video. So I'm gonna go Italian food. Already had my meal actually, but I'm gonna go a bit over on macros, just because on dinners I usually don't track. Usually for all you can eat, but even if I go once in a while, which is very few times. But yeah, I already hit my macros per se in terms of protein, so everything else is extra. So we'll see what we get, and talk soon. Introduction of the night. Actually 2 introductions, maybe 3.
A ver, va a hacer un video el flaco.
Okay, wait. No, first one is my mom.
Hello.
Why so formal? Just.
Hello.
But you want to be in the video?
Sure. Start over.
Is it going to be your Peña Fiel? Okay.
No. Te sientas ahí.
Va al baño, va al baño.
No, puede aguantar, no me jodas.
Okay, so here's my dad.
Cuidado, padre.
Oh, here's the food. Oh, nice. There we go. Give me a little bit here. Wait. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. All right, so back to the thing. Okay, so this is my dad. Jorge, head of the family. Speak normal. And my grandpa, abuelo.
Ok, yo estoy muy feliz y muy agradecido porque esta reunión que tenemos actualmente pues es una cena que me han ofrecido mis nietos y mis hijos. Es decir, mi hijo mayor y mi hija mayor también.
Oh, you're supposed to pan to them.
Es todo lo que puedo decir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Beautiful. We'll subtitle that for you guys. You know?
I'm here too.
My sister. That's my
Oh,
brother.
hello.
And yeah, that's basically it. We will eat our food and then we'll come back.
Does this look like turkey?
Alright guys, you want to know if this looks like
Shut up.
turkey? Mom thinks that's turkey, right?
Be quiet, I thought it was.
Point to the one that's turkey. We have our bruschetta here. We have our...
Una piece of bread, please.
My dad likes bread.
What is it? No.
And yeah, we have the VIP suite table here, you know, right in the corner.
Oh, nice. They really spoil this.
Yeah, it's packed in here, obviously. You can't hear yourself talking.
Private. Where?
We rented out the whole restaurant for our family.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah, that's why he made the speech he did. You know? It's for this moment right now. But that'll be subtitled.
Está
Don't worry.
riquísimo esto. Yo recién me fui a radicar a Ecuador. Entonces tenían costumbre de gente de vender caramelo en los carros. O sea, en los buses de transporte urbano. En los buses de transporte urbano. Muy bien. Y entonces de ahí se les viene la idea a los choferes. Tú le pagabas con dinero al chofer y el vuelto te lo daban con
Golosina.
con caramelo, ¿no, verdad? Mira cómo se ríe. Yo nunca te compro un caramelo ahí, ¿sabes por qué? Porque se lo dan al uno, se lo dan al otro y para que los veas, que no sé qué, que no sé cuánto. Y ahí nuevamente lo recogen, pero tú no le compras, lo pone ahí nuevamente. Tú tampoco le compras, lo pone ahí.
Más vale que le va a tirar. Si pone
Pero están manoseados, papá, por eso yo no los compro. Por eso yo no los compro. Así me los regalen, tampoco los compro.
no están envueltos.
Que hace que estén envueltos, pero están
Depende de lo
contaminados.
que cuente.
Entonces yo digo hasta en los negocios ya estaban cogiendo esa pendeja de darte el envuelto con caramelo.
the change. Like they wouldn't give you back money, but they would give you
Yeah.
candy.
Porque no había monedas.
Había
No, sí
monedas,
había,
pero
sino
no
que-
que la ganas de joder. Y entonces yo fui acumulando pues los caramelos de que me daban de vuelta, pues. Y un día voy a coger el bus y llevo al bus con caramelo y le doy. Y entonces me dije, ¿esto qué? Te estoy pagando. Le dije. Te estoy pagando el pasaje. Ustedes no dan el vuelto con caramelo. Entonces ahora sí, yo te los doy esto pues, porque sí, le digo, yo no puedo comprar caramelo, tengo diabetes.
En serio, güey, fui capaz de hacer eso.
¿Qué tú crees que no lo hice? ¿Y esto qué es? Me dice. Entonces, te estoy pagando el pasaje, le digo. Ustedes no dan el vuelto con caramelo, yo también te pago con caramelo, pues.
Okay, we're now leaving the restaurant. It is 10. And we're the last ones here. No one else.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, really good food, really good service because we had the VIP table, and now we're off to enjoy the rest of the night. So, guys, so there you have it. Here back home, back with the red light infrared to end off the night, going to bed, and another day with family, beautiful, and you met the whole family essentially, whole close family. And I include my mom's laugh as well because it's hilarious. I had a few jokes, but yeah, crazy. The blessing is to have my grandpa here, and obviously you saw his words. I'm gonna put subtitles, and you'll see. But yeah, we have him here for a month and a bit, and it's always important, and it's always key as well to practice gratitude, because moments like that you actually are grateful for, and you don't know how long you have people in your life for, especially family. So it's always important to be someone that's able to be grateful for everything, so you can practice that for moments like that, so you can actually appreciate it. And I'm very appreciative that he's here, able to spend time with him, and also be able to share with you guys. That's crazy. So there's levels to it, but yeah, another day in the life, you could say. Salsa will be happening as well tomorrow. I'll see if I can go, and more videos coming, but hope you guys got some wisdom from the day. I did a little bit of a rant as I was walking, and that was something that was needed, just to give some wisdom and words to the video. But as always, like and subscribe if you like the content. Stay till the end. Much love, appreciate you guys, and more things coming, especially with the holidays coming up. A lot more, things will be unraveling. You'll be seeing a bunch of different things as well. So hope you guys enjoyed. But until next time, as always, keep killing it.